City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. It's a really good ball. It's Shabalala. Goal, Bafana! Goal for South Africa! Goal for Africa! Here's Hawk. Scratch your eyes! You are really seeing the most extraordinary finish here!
Gomes looking for the overlap. Alba inside! It's Messi!
Yes, a beautiful Monday morning to you listeners out there. And of course, the program you're on to is Sports Diaries. And this is coming to you from no other station but iPower 102.7 FM. This is your delectable sports program. And I am your favorite sports diva, of course. And this morning, like every other morning, I will be taking you on an eventful ride through the world of sport. Beginning from the latest sports update, expert analysis, and exciting highlights in the sporting arena. So get ready and let's get the sports party started. Beginning from this one we've got on the EPL final day, and this is coming from Arsenal and Crystal Palace. As Arsenal yesterday became the first team in the Premier League history to neither concede a penalty nor receive a red card in a single campaign. According to recent reports, this follows the conclusion of the 2025-26 Premier League season. Yesterday evening, Arsenal defeated Crystal Palace 2-1 in their final match of the Premier League campaign. 2 goals from Noni Madueke and Gabriel Jesus gave Mikel Arteta's side the win against Palace at Selhurst Park. The Gunners have already won the Premier League this time, as they finished with 85 points from 38 games. The Premier League North London clubs is 7 points ahead of the second place Manchester City. Yeah, still talking EPL, of course, and still talking matches that were played over the weekend, where we've got this on Hull City and Middlesbrough. Hull City beats Middlesbrough 1-0 in the Champion Playoffs finals on Saturday to win promotion to the Premier League. They become the first team since Blackpool to finish in 6th place during the regular season, and they'll still go up. The decisive goal came in the 94th minute after Oli McBurney pounced on a goalkeeper error, producing the winner. So Brian punched a cross into the area, and McBurney reacted quickest to score. Hull City will join Coventry City and Ipswich Town in the Premier League next season. For Borough, who is reinstated despite a semi-final loss after Southampton Spygate scandal, it is another campaign in England's second tier. Yes, and now moving on, moving away from that, and moving on to the MPFL, of course, where we've got these on Rivers United coach Finidi George. Finidi George said he's counting on Ikorodu City in the Nigerian Premier Football League title race. Ikorodu City will entertain Rangers in the last match of the season at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. Rivers United need Ikorodu City to avoid defeat to have the chance of winning the league title. The pride of the Rivers hosted Castina United in Port Harcourt, and they must have secured a win to take advantage of any slip from the leaders. Yes, moving away from that, still talking FCA and PFL, of course, but we've got this coming from Kun Khalifat FC, as this is coming from Kun Khalifat FC defender Chikamso Amefula, as he said he's anticipating a tough tie against Wiki Terrorist. The already base club will lock on with Wiki Terrorist in their final match of the 2025-26 Nigerian Premier Football League season. The encounter was slated yesterday at the Dan Ayama Stadium. Before the match, Mefule said, and I quote, we are taking good steps to improve. It will be tough. It will be a tough game as our supporters have showed that they believe in us. We need to give it our all and we need to give the maximum points. Yes, those were comments coming from Kalifat FC defender Chikamso and Mefula regarding the tough tie between Wiki Terrorist and Kalifat FC. Yes, and now moving on, still talking the MPFL, of course, where we've got this coming from Rangers, as Rangers, they're crowned the Nigerian Premier Football League champions for the 9th time, after a 2-1 victory over Ikorodu City at the Mobola Johnson Arena on Nikon Lagos yesterday. Fidelity Lechuku side started on front foot and took the lead through Chidebere Unwobodo on the half-hour mark. Unwobodo doubled the visitors' lead 10 minutes after the break. Ikorodu City, who also needed a win to boost their chances of securing a place on the continent, reduced the deficit through Moses Ali 2 minutes before the hour mark. Rivers United finished second after a 3-0 home win over Castina United at the Adokia Masemaka Stadium, Port Harcourt. Chijoke Umbauma backed the brace for Rivers United, while Nikeme Okon scored the other goal. Yes, moving away from that and moving straight to this. We've got this on the NLO, that is the Nation World League 1, as the Nation World League 1 has sanctioned Peace FC for fielding ineligible players and submitting false registration document in violation of the league rules. The NLO disciplinary committee found the club guilty of breaching the league's framework. The infractions were uncovered during a routine verification by the NLO secretariat. The players involved are Abbasim Eri and Eko Stanley of Solution FC and Mbakago Chibueke of Edel FC. All three remain under contract with the Nigerian National League clubs through 2026 and 2027. As part of the sanctions, Peace FC will forfeit all their matches in which the ineligible players featured. Opposing teams also will be awarded with 3 points and 3-0 scoreline, or the actual higher score if applicable. The club was also fined 500,000 naira payable within 7 days. Peace FC have been suspended from all NLO competitions for the remainder of 2025-26 season, and they have been placed on probation for 2 seasons. This decision takes immediate effect, but Peace FC have 72 hours from receipt of the ruling to appeal to the Nigerian Football Federation Appeal Committee in accordance with NLO appeals procedures. Yes, moving away from that, moving away from the NLO, well, we've got these on the under-17 WWCQ, of course, and this is coming from no other person but Nigerian Flamingos, as Nigerian Flamingos thrashed their host. Nigerian Flamingos thrashed their host Guinea 5-0 in the first leg of the 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup second round qualifying fixtures in Abidjan on Saturday. Captain Amoni Chidi bagged a hat-trick for Flamingos in the game. Kimbo Sari side got off to a perfect start when Chidi scored the cutting in the first minute. The forward double Nigerian lead on 13 minutes. Oluwakemi Adekoya lettered the Flamingos start in the 37th minute before Chidi completed a hat-trick 5 minutes before the break. The visitors scored one more goal through Mary Dutstan in the 56th minute to make it 5-0. The reverse fixture will hold at the Remo Star Stadium in Ghana next week Saturday. Yes, moving away from the under-17 WWCQ and moving straight to this one. We've got on the La Liga as 3 clubs have been officially relegated to the Spanish second division. This follows the conclusion of Saturday's La Liga fixtures played across various grounds in Spain. The 3 clubs are Girona, Mallorca and Real Oviedo. The 3 clubs have the lowest point after playing their final La Liga games of the season. Mallorca ended the season with 42 points, while Girona finished with 41 points. Real Oviedo got 29 points from 38 matches. Meanwhile, the last match in the La Liga this season was played. Yes, the last match in the La Liga season was played as Villarreal hosted Atletico Madrid. Barcelona already crowned champions of the La Liga after winning the title ahead of Real Madrid. Yes, moving away from that and moving straight to Turkey, where we've got this on Victor Osimhen, and this is coming from no other person but Galatasaray president Dursun Özbek, as he has ruled out any possibility of the club selling the star striker Victor Osimhen in the summer. Osimhen has been linked with a move away from Galatasaray this summer after he won the Turkish Super League title with his team. Clubs like Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid and Barcelona have all been linked with a move to secure Osimhen's signature. The Nigerian international joined the Yellow Reds from Syria side Napoli. Özbek told newsmen, he said, and I quote, we initially signed Victor Osimhen on loan and he performed magnificently. He loves Galatasaray and Turkey very much. He said he would stay at Galatasaray and we are starting talks with Napoli. We don't intend to sell Victor Osimhen. Putting a price on a player you don't intend to sell is like dressing a footballer before he is even born. Osimhen is also said to be valued at about 150 million euros. Yes, and now moving back to the EPL, where we've got this from the departing Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, as he has insisted that he trusts the club hierarchy as a decision on their case with the Premier League looms over the summer. Guardiola will take charge of City for the last time on Sunday, as he took charge of City for the last time yesterday, of course, as they host Aston Villa. The 55-year-old leaves the Etihad before a verdict is reached on the 115 charges of alleged financial impropriety. Guardiola has reiterated the club's innocence and has even taken up an ambassadorial role. He said, and I quote, he told newsmen, and I quote, he said, there will be a resolution. I trust them because I spoke with them and I trust how they behave and how they did. None of the staff, of the backroom staff, or mainly the players and the managers were here. So it is a long time ago, and I trust the club. Some of the alleged rule breaches happened between 2009 and 2018, a period where Guardiola had been manager for at least 2 years. Yes, moving away from that, moving away from Guardiola and Manchester City 115 charges. Yes, well, we've got this one coming from no other person. So talking EPL, of course, this is coming from Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes. As Bruno Fernandes as outrightly holds the record for the most assists in the single of Premier League season. Fernandes set the record as the Red Devils trashed Brighton 3-0 on the final day of the campaign. The midfielder corner kick was headed in powerfully by Patrick Dogu to open the scoring. It was his 21st assist of the season. It means that he has now surpassed the record of 20 sets by Thierry Henry for Arsenal in 2002 and 3, and Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City in 2019 and 2020. Canada's drew level with Henry and De Bruyne when he set up the goal for Brian Mbemo as they defeated Nottingham Forest 3-1 last weekend. He was named Premier League Player of the Season on Saturday, following on from his FWA Footballer of the Year award. Yes, moving away from the Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes. Well, we've got this latest update on the EPL final day, and this is coming off from Pep Guardiola, of course, and Mohamed Salah. As Pep Guardiola and Mohamed Salah have entered the history books following the conclusion of the 2025-26 Premier League season on Sunday. Both men will leave Manchester City and Liverpool respectively after the Premier League campaign ended on Sunday evening. Guardiola led Manchester City in this final game in charge of the club as they lost 2-1 against Aston Villa at Etihad. According to recent reports, the match against Villa was Guardiola's 593rd and final game at Manchester City, overtaking the Citizens' former manager Les McDowell for the most games in charge of the Premier League Giants in their history. Similarly, Mohamed Salah provided teammate Curtis Jones with an assist as Liverpool drew 1-1 with Brentford at Anfield on the final day of the Premier League. Salah's assist was his 93rd for Liverpool in the Premier League, surpassing Steven Gerrard's 92 assist to become the outright most of the Reds in the competition. The Egyptian international will now leave Liverpool for a new club as the Premier League season has ended. Yes, moving away from that, moving away from Premier League and EPL, of course. Still talking EPL, of course. Talking EPL 2025-26 final day as the 2025-26 Premier League season ended yesterday. With us now crowned as title winners at the Sellers Park. Mikel Arteta's men rounded off an historic campaign with a 2-1 win over Crystal Palace. They finished 7 points clear of Manchester City, who were defeated 2-1 by Aston Villa in Pep Guardiola's final game in charge. At the end of the campaign, there are several players and teams that were in top certain categories. There is a full list of the award winners. For the Golden Boot, we have Erling Haaland from Manchester City, and he's got 27 goals. For the Golden Glove, we have David Raya from Arsenal, and he has 19 clean sheets. For the Fair Play Award, Arsenal won that with 50 yellow cards, 0 red cards, and no penalties conceded. Yes, and finally, still talking awards won for the 2025-2026 Premier League season, as top assist was taken by Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United with a number of 21 assists. Yes, still talking soccer, of course, and now talking the UCL, of course. But we've got this, at least 29 teams are short of a spot in the league phase of the 2026-2027 UEFA Champions League, with domestic leagues concluding across Europe. Several clubs have already qualified for the next season's competition. This is based on their league position and the number of the teams that UEFA will allow qualify. The remaining 7 places are filled through the qualifying rounds and playoff systems. Teams who have confirmed their places already include we have England, Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Aston Villa and Liverpool. In Germany, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, VfB Stuttgart. From Spain, we've got FC Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Villarreal FC, Real Betis. In Italy, we have Inter Milan, Napoli, Roma and Como. In France, we've got Paris Saint-Germain, FC Lens, Lille OSC. In Portugal, we have FC Porto. In Netherlands, we have PSV and Doven and Feyenoord. In Turkey, we've got Galatasaray. And finally, in Ukraine, we've got Shakhtar Donetsk. Yes, those are a list of the teams that have been assured of a spot in the league phase for the 2026-2027 UEFA Champions League. Yes, and now moving on, still talking EPL, of course. Well, we've got this coming from Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya, as he has conveyed the heartfelt farewell message to Carl Ain following the confirmation of his transfer from Arsenal to Werder Bremen. The Estonia international spent the 2025-26 season on loan at the Bundesliga club and will now join them on permanent basis, as announced on Saturday. Ain shared an emotional message on Instagram, to which Raya, with whom he likely collaborated closely with, responded. The Spaniard remarked, all the best, Carlitos, wishing you nothing but the best. Pleasure to have shared the dressing room with you. Having nearly spent a decade in North London, and provided an extensive reflection on his time at the club and a significant role it played in his development. Yes, moving away from David Raya and moving to this, we've got on Kelechi Iheanacho, as Kelechi Iheanacho was on target as Celtic defeated the Fulham Athletic 3-1 to win the Scottish Cup at the Upton Park on Saturday. Celtic started the game strongly with Guys and Meda, handing them the lead in the 17th minute. The Hopes continued their dominance but had to wait until the 9 minutes before the break before extending their lead through an English. Iheanacho replaced James Forrest 2 minutes before the hour mark. The Nigerian international netted Celtic's third goal of the game in the 17th minute. The striker finished the campaign with just 9 goals in 24 appearances across all competition. For the boys, Josh Copper reduced the deficit from line in the 18th minute. Yes, moving away from that, well, we've got this on Manchester City, as they have begun talks to sign Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez for their incoming manager Enzo Maresca. According to recent reports, the citizens have placed Fernandez at the top of their summer shortlist, and initial talks have already taken place behind the scene. The report added that Maresca, who is expected to replace Pep Guardiola as manager this summer, is particularly keen to sign the Argentina World Cup winner for his new club. Recall that Maresca will sign an initial 3-year deal with City to become their new manager ahead of next season. Yes, and with that final one, because our time is fast spent on the program today, we've come to a wrap on today's edition of Sports Diaries. Many thanks to those who made today's program possible. Many thanks to those who are here with me in the studios this morning. Many thanks to you listeners out there who consistently tune in to listen to Sports Diaries on iPower 102.7 FM. Until next time, I remain your favorite sports diva. Keep loving the game and stay sporting. God bless you and have a wonderful day.